It's your boy PD Rock and my co-host
It's your boy Joe.
back with another episode of the Vibe Room. Sorry we have been gone for about a month. We've done a couple wrestling shows here and there throughout that time, but we haven't made a face-to-face appearance with our small group of fans. But yeah, we are back, as the title would say. Talk some football, a little wrestling, maybe some movies, what we've been up to over the last month, catch up, and yeah.
New studio.
Yeah, one of three, basically, or two. Before we dive in, give our usual shout-outs. If I'm correct, yeah. Let me make sure I am correct. Before
Well,
I
mine's real
shout
quick
this
and
out.
easy. Grunt Style Clothing. Get your membership. It's worth it.
Yep.
I just got a new shirt in today. I'm not wearing it right now. Actually, Friday. I got it. Sorry. So, I mean, it's worth it, man. I got like 2 dresser drawers filled of fucking Grunt Style shirts.
If you don't already, but you like professional wrestling, Training Day 52, presented by Test of Strength Wrestling, will be at the TOS Dojo, 87 Church Street, East Hartford, Connecticut, Sunday, January 5th at 4 o'clock. The doors will open at 3:30. I will be on the card. I have been also running around the last month, wrestling here and there throughout Massachusetts and Connecticut. But yeah, come check out that show. There's going to be a new Test of Strength show every month to kick open the new year. It's going to be very exciting. I will keep you up to date. And if you want to stay up to date, go follow my wrestling pages on Twitter, also known as X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at PG the Chef. But yeah, let's cut through all the bullshit. Let's get to some football talk. Joe, we are in week 16, my brother.
Yeah.
The last time we even talked football on here
Week
was
8.
week 8. So we're not even going to hold our weight on the bet we had, because I think it's pretty irrelevant.
I mean, the last time we checked, I was
you were
blowing
up
you out the
anyways.
water,
It was
so.
like 12 to fucking 7 or some shit. Who cares?
But, let's get real quick. Let's talk about clinched playoff spots.
All right, well, let's talk about
Percentages.
the NFC.
Nah, I'm going to start with the AFC.
Nah, let's talk about the NFC.
I'm
You
gonna
want to
leave
know
the
why?
NFC.
Because there's 3 teams right now
That aren't clinched. That's
that
it.
are tied for first place.
Yeah,
in
and they're
the
all
NFC.
3 clinched. That's it. Those are the only 3 teams that clinched.
No,
That's what
there's
I'm
4.
saying.
There's
Nope.
4 in the
No,
NFC.
there's
I
not.
thought.
There's only 3 teams that have clinched. The 3 teams that have clinched in the NFC, number 1, holding the number 1 seed in the bye week, is the Lions,
That's
12-2. They're first place in the NFC North. Their week 16th opponent is the Bears.
Yeah, we know how that one's gonna go.
Eagles hold the second spot, the second seed in the NFC playoffs.
Birds.
They're 12-2, first in the NFC East. Their week 16 opponent is the Commanders.
Which I'm not sleeping on that team. But I know as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, we got 2 things in mind right now. The main thing, number 1, is trying as hard as we can to clinch the first round bye, because we've already clinched the division. Like, we got the playoff spot. The second thing we're worried about is getting Saquon that rushing record by Eric Dickerson. But he's got like 436 yards left in 3 games. I don't know. It's going to be a rough one. Not everybody can rush for 250 a game like he did a couple weeks ago. 300 total
Anyway.
scrimmage yards. Just saying.
Vikings
2
hold the
touchdowns.
third clinch spot. They also are 12-2. Second in the NFC North, obviously, because the Lions are hold the first seed.
Now, you know what game is really going to determine that, right? Detroit and Minnesota, both at 12-2, play each other week 18.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's going to be the deciding factor. Who gets
let's
the
just
number
say
seed.
we all know that, who you said Detroit plays the
Bears this week,
That's easy
and
dub.
the Vikings play the Seahawks this week.
That's going to be a hard one.
Now,
because
in
the
the
Seahawks,
hunt-
bro, the Seahawks, they're number 1 in their division. And
They're
only,
they're on the bubble right now.
the Seahawks?
Yes, they are.
Who's
'Cause
number
they are
1 in the
not number
division?
1. The Rams are. So in the hunt with the 3 seed. Oh, so the Lions hold the 1 seed, by the way. The Eagles hold the 2 seed, and the Vikings hold the 5 seed. Even though they are clinched, they're not leading their division. They're second in division, so they are getting the first wild card spot. Holding the 3rd seed is the Bucks, because they're first in the NFC South. Their Week 16 opponent, the Cowboys. Fuck
Yeah,
them
Baker's
both.
going to fuck them up.
4th seed is the LA Rams. They are winning the NFC West. They are in first place in the NFC West right now.
They don't have the same record as the Seattle Seahawks. I thought they were.
They're both 8-6. But I guess the Rams hold the
a
tiebreaker
win,
over them.
maybe. Yeah, I guess.
Or divisional wins.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. But the Rams are playing the Jets this week.
Yeah, I mean, Devontae did just catch 185 yards, so I'd be careful.
So, and then with the 6th seed in the playoffs, which would be the second wild card spot, you have the Packers. They are 10-4. They're third in their division, obviously the NFC North. And their Week 16 opponent is the New Orleans Saints.
They're going to win that. They're going to win that one.
I think the Packers can win that one.
Jordan, I love how at the beginning of the year everybody thought Jordan Love was going to be MVP. Yeah, that didn't work out too well when Philly put him on the bench for a couple weeks.
And then you got holding the last playoff spot in for the wild card position is the Washington Commanders, who are 9-5, second in NFC East, and their Week 16 opponent is the Eagles, which we stated before. So
Yeah, the only thing about that game is it's in Washington.
I
so
think it's going to be an
home field
extremely good game. On the bubble, you have with the 8th seed, those Seattle Seahawks. They are 8-6, second in the NFC West, and like we stated, they play the Vikings. Number 9 seed, you have the Atlanta Falcons. They are 7-7. They're second in the NFC South behind the Bucks, and they play the Giants, which I'm hoping the Giants lose, which they
Who
should
wants that
be. They
draft
should
pick?
get
That's
blown
what
the
Joe
fuck
wants.
out.
Joe wants that draft pick.
As of right now, the Giants hold the number 1 seed. The Raiders hold the second draft pick. So, yeah, I want to lose out. The 10th seed, the third in the bubble, is the Cards, 7-7. They're third in the NFC West. Their Week 16 is the Panthers. The 49ers are 6-8. They're number 11 on the bubble. They're fourth. They're last in place in their division, but they are only 2 games out of first. So their Week 16 is the Dolphins. The Cowboys are 6-8, third in the NFC East. Pretty much, Commanders got to fucking shit the bed and the Saints got to win out in order to even get close. But
Well, that sucks for them because
they got the Bucks,
they got the Bucks, and then you know who they play next week?
Eagles.
They play Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, they're cooked. And you know who the Giants play Week 18?
The Eagles. I
The
know.
Eagles. They're cooked.
Exactly, and then you got the Saints who are 5-9. They're the last team on the bubble.
You
They're
guys get a
5-9.
quarterback
The
in New
third.
York, though, is different.
Dude, all right. So everyone
Because
else in the NFC is eliminated after the Saints. Now, since we went NFC, see, this is why I wanted to talk NFC last because I wanted to bring up the draft because the Giants hold the number 1 seed.
Well, all right, we can hold
So I wanted to talk about Sanders and Cam Ward because, to be honest with you, I don't think the Giants can go wrong with either one of those quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I think it would be best to get Cam Ward only because I feel like
I think
there's
so,
so
too.
much publicity in like light behind Sanders that like I don't really want that. Like
Sanders
that's
is the
kind
better.
of what
Sanders is the better quarterback. Cam Ward is the better athlete.
Yeah, but my thing is like it's almost like how the spotlight was on fucking the quarterback for the Bears. Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But his spotlight was like different. It was arrogant and ignorance that he brought onto himself by like demanding what he wanted and ownership and shit. Like that was a bad spotlight. I don't want either spotlight, but the spotlight Sanders has is like, oh, he's got the spotlight from Colorado, the prime
got the
time,
spotlight from
the
his father.
prime time spotlight. He's just got a lot of baggage that comes with it, and he has to hold up to that. Cam Ward, like you said, he's the better athlete, but I feel like he just has less to worry about, and like he can focus so much on becoming that quarterback for the New York Giants. Plus, you guys have one of the best D lines in football. And you also have a very good wide receiver in
Well, that's the thing.
Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors and Sanders were already playing catch
Yep.
in New York when he went up there for the Heisman. But I honestly
He
believe
won the
Deion,
Heisman, right?
No, Deion,
Or Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter won it, which
Wow.
deserved well. He deserved it, bro. He played both sides of the ball. Majority of the snaps were both sides of the ball.
Real quick. Travis, look me right here, bro.
You're not playing both sides of the ball.
No.
In the
Fuck
NFL.
that. Look me right here. Get rid of that bitch, bro. She don't love you, dog. Or sign a prenup. Like, you're fucking 20. and you're about to get married to a chick who, yep, never mind. Whole nother topic. Go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway. So, I don't know. I can't wait to break down. Like, I'm going to start watching more tape on both Sanders and Cam Ward now. Like, I'm going to go watch their games and all that kind of stuff because I do want to break them down. Now, off the top of my head, from what I remember seeing, the couple games I have seen of theirs, like I said, Cam Ward's the more freakish of the athlete. He can get himself out of trouble. So can Sanders. But I think Cam Ward's the better athlete all around, where Sanders is the better quarterback. He's more accurate. He can throw. He can make all the fucking throws. Cam Ward needs more development in the quarterback area, staying in the pocket, making the proper reads, going from your number one read to your two to your third, and not relying just on your athleticism. Because when you hit the NFL, everybody's athletic.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I honestly don't know what's going on because there's rumors that Miami's offensive coordinator is coming to the New York Giants as an offensive coordinator. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But who knows if that's true. Fans are calling for... Oh, shit. I don't know, bro. Fans are calling for our GM and our head coach's fucking head. So, and Bill Belichick already took the job at North Carolina College.
Crazy. They didn't see that coming.
We know that's not going to happen for New York. So now the question is, if we get rid of our GM and our head coach, that means we got to start all over again. A new front office. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally think we should... I mean, Joe Shane, our GM, shot himself in the foot by paying Daniel Jones his first year. He fucked up. And now he's trying to play catch up. I think you give him 2 years. Him and our head coach, I think you give him 2 years. Because I would like to see what Dabo can do with the quarterback of his choosing. Because he's going to have the quarterback of his choice. Now, let's say the Giants say, fuck that, and they trade out of the number one spot. Okay? Now, hold up.
That'd be dumb.
Hold up. Now, what happens if the Giants pull a reverse Eli Manning trade? Trade the number one pick to the Raiders or another top 5 team, right? And get another first round in the top 5. So we lose the number one pick, but we still keep a first rounder in the top 5. And we're able to get like this year's second, next year's third and fourth, and get multiple draft picks out of it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the Giants are not just one player away from making the playoffs. We're not just a quarterback away. We're a quarterback away. We're a center, maybe. Definitely guards. Definitely a right tackle because Evan Neal's not it. The Giants need to just not accept Evan Neal's fucking fifth-year option and either A, let that motherfucker walk, or B, let that motherfucker walk. Because he's not the answer at right tackle. We need a lot of help. But if they do stick with the number one draft pick, I don't think they can go wrong with Sanders or Cam Ward. Now, if they trade out of that pick and they're able to get multiple draft picks, a quarterback I wouldn't mind seeing them grab, quarterback from Penn State.
Yeah, it's just because you love Penn State.
I think he's probably third or fourth on the quarterback list coming out this year.
All right.
But I think they should go with either Cam Ward or Sanders, to be honest with you, and just stick with the number one draft pick. Now to the AFC. 4 teams have clinched in the AFC, and the number one seed, obviously, is the Chiefs. They're 13-1. You have the Bills.
Who do they play next?
They didn't even. I don't remember off the top of my head.
All right, keep going.
Bills are in the second seed. They're 11-3. The first in NFC East. 3 is the Steelers. They're 10-4. First in the AFC North. Then you have the Texans holding the 4th seed. They're 9-5, but they're first in the AFC South. Oh, the Chiefs. Who do the Chiefs play? I don't remember. Well, it doesn't matter who they play because they're clinched, and they're not playing anybody in the bubble or on the hunt in the hunt. First team in the hunt with the 5 seed is the Ravens. They're 9-5. They're second in the AFC North, and they play their Week 16 this week is the Steelers, who are number 3. They clinched. The Steelers have clinched.
Yeah, they both clinched. I
No, the
believe.
Ravens have not clinched. They're still in the hunt.
Well, the winner of this game wins that division.
Steelers are 10-4. Ravens are 9-5.
Yeah, and the winner of that game wins this division. Meaning the Ravens have already beat the Steelers this season.
No, I get what you're saying.
And if they win, they have the same record, but the Ravens have both wins on them.
Yeah.
But if the Steelers win, they obviously just have the better record.
Yeah.
And they win the division. But
Six-
the winner of this is going to win that division, and the other team
Is going to take
will
the first.
be the wild card
Yeah, will be the
spot.
first wild card spot. The second wild card spot as of right now is the Chargers. They're 9-6. They're second in the NFC West. Their Week 16 opponent is the Broncos, who are right below them at number 7. So,
You mean the Broncos are in the playoffs?
yeah, the Broncos
That's
hold the last wild card spot
their
right
record?
now. 9-6. They're third in the AFC West.
With a rookie and Bo Nix, I like that.
And their Week 16 is the Chargers, who's the second wild card spot. So they're both 9-6. Broncos win, they take the 6th seed. Chargers get the last playoff spot. If the Chargers win it, they don't move. Broncos will stay in the 7th. Chargers will take the 6th. But now on the bubble, you have just outside the Broncos, which is the Colts, who are 6-8. They're second in the AFC South, and their Week 16 opponent is the Tennessee Titans, which I think the Colts can easily win that game.
Win that one.
The 9th seed is the Miami Dolphins. They're second in the AFC East. Their record is 6-8. Their Week 16 is the 49ers, which we already talked about when we were discussing the NFC over there. But I think the Dolphins can beat the 49ers. They're both 6-8. So I think that all matters who's playing home, I guess. Week 10, you have Week 10, wow. In the 10th spot on the bubble, you have the Cincinnati Bengals. They're 6-8, third in the NFC North. And their Week 16 opponent are the Cleveland Browns. After that, in the AFC, everyone else has been eliminated. So out of those 10 teams, that's it.
All right, Joe. So who do you see going to the Super Bowl?
Lions or Eagles are up. I see the NFC. I'm not going to call it Super Bowl right now, but I'm going to call
Call the championship
I'm going to call the
game.
championship games. I could see Lions, Eagles, NFC championship game. And I can honestly, I'm not going to lie, I could see the Steelers or Texans in the AFC championship game facing either the Chiefs or the Bills.
Okay. I see the Steelers, Bills, Eagles, Lions. Bills and Eagles in the Super Bowl. Because Buffalo's they're fucking playing too good.
They're
bro.
playing really good right now.
And the Chiefs' defense is the only thing that's holding them up. That whole team is going to fall apart
soon, yeah.
And Detroit's defense, they got like 16 players on IR, bro.
Now, in the NFC, if the Bucks lose, they still have a 68% chance of winning, of making the playoffs. But if they win, that jumps up to 94%.
Jeez.
The Rams, if the Rams lose, they have a 44% chance of making the playoffs. If they win, they have a 66% chance of making the playoffs. The Packers, if they lose, 99% chance of not making the playoffs. If they win, they have a 99% chance of making the playoffs. The Commanders, if the Commanders lose to the Eagles, they still have a 77% chance of making the playoffs. But if they beat the Eagles in Week 16, that jumps up to 94% chance of making the playoffs.
They're not beating us, bro. Stop it.
Now in the AFC, I only touched on 3 teams, and that was the Ravens, which if they lose, there's a 98% chance they're not making the playoffs. If they win, 99% chance they will make the playoffs. And the Chargers and Broncos, their percentage doesn't change win or loss. So that means if the Chargers win, 97% chance of making the playoffs. Chargers lose, 97% chance of making the playoffs. Broncos win or lose, they have an 84% chance of making the playoffs.
It's gonna be
Shit's
a good
fucking
year.
crazy.
I agree. Well,
But yeah, Dion was on Primetime he did an interview, and he didn't even know the Giants held the number 1 seed. And they were talking about his son going in the draft and stuff like that, and he was like, "My son's going number 1." And he was like, "Well, you think the Giants are going to draft him?" He goes, where does the Giants hold the draft right now? What position?" The guy goes, "Number 1." He goes, "Oh yeah, Sanders is going to New York." He goes, "The Giants are not trading out of number 1, and they know better to pick anybody else but my son."
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
And I was just like,
and I respect prime time, but Jesus.
But I mean, coming out with that statement, and then the very next day, his son's playing catch with Malik Neighbors. Like,
Going to New York, buddy. See you in Madden next year. Speaking about that, I'm calling this shit right now. Right the fuck now. Saquon will be on the cover of Madden next year.
I don't doubt it. He deserves it. He's still my favorite player in the NFL. Just unfortunately plays for the worst team. Not unfortunately the worst team, but my most hated team. Most hated team.
Best team in the NFL. Right
my most hated team.
I'm sorry.
Anybody in the NFC East, I hate.
However you want to look at it. Last year, we went from the 31st or 32nd ranked defense in a sloppy offense. Like a sloppy offense. Like, our defense was gassed, bro, by the time we got to the fourth quarter because they were the only thing that's keeping us in the game. And then flip it this year. We have the number 1 overall ranked defense, the number 1 rush attack in the league, and then go look at the controversy the news try to do. A.J. Brown says passing. Literally all he says is passing. So everybody says, oh, he's talking about Jalen Hurts, when clearly he wasn't. So Jalen and A.J. and Devontae included all gave him what they wanted in last week's game against the Steelers, each of them catching over 100 yards for a touchdown. So even when Saquon, because, you know, he did suffer a little bit of an injury on that tackle where he fucking landed on his dome, even with Saquon chilling, Kenneth Gainwell did really well in the backfield and has done, and we just went to the air, bro. So I honestly think, first things first, we have the most talented roster in all of NFL. We have the most talent. Number 2, defense wins championships. And number 3, we have probably the most dynamic offense.
The 49ers got killed by injuries this year, but I can arguably say Eagles and 49ers are neck and neck for the most talent.
And I'm just about to say that another couple of things. Last year we had the most missed tackles. This year I think we are second in the most tackles. And also we're the healthiest team in the NFL with the least amount of injuries. Tony, it's going to be a different ball game when it comes to the playoffs, bro.
As a Giants fan,
you're waiting for the draft. I'm waiting for the motherfucking playoffs.
Not even the draft. I could speak for just about every single Giants fan right now. We're just waiting for the offseason, bro, because we are extremely curious on what our ownership is going to do. Is Joe Shane and Coach Dabo staying? And if not, who the fuck are we going to take?
And I think Howie is going to go try to get Mika.
Fitzpatrick?
Yep. All because of the relationship him and Saquon have, because they both played where?
Penn State.
Yep. So why wouldn't you?
Oh, Fitzpatrick played it up. Mika Fitzpatrick didn't play it.
Not Fitzpatrick, dog. Parsons. Mika Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. And
bro,
secondly,
he comes over to Philly, bro.
It's a wrap.
It's just
a wrap.
Fucking stupid.
Because think about it. What Saquon to the Giants is as Micah Parsons is to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We don't have one. It's not A.J. Brown to Philly or Jalen to Philly. No, we have all pieces like that. Where like I know that ever since A.J. came back, we don't lose without A.J. playing. I get that, but like, there's just too many pieces on that Philadelphia team. Like, and then you got the rookies on the defense at corner, and then you got the Georgia Bulldogs just running the defensive line. Like, it's different this year. We smell blood in the motherfucking air, bro. It's our Cody Rhodes story. We got to finish it.
See what happens, because the year that you guys went to the Super Bowl, Yeah, I didn't get it done.
Fumble and a bad call on the refs. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what it sounds like to me?
Excuses.
Exactly.
Where you been for the last 10 years? The last time you
Stay home.
The last time you guys even smelt the playoffs, y'all went on a fucking yacht and haven't been the same since.
Think again.
What?
The year Daniel Jones beat the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs.
Oh my God! Yeah,
And then got spanked by the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, that wasn't Daniel Jones.
No,
You
that
know
was
who
all
got you there?
Barkley.
That's Saquon Barkley for you.
I knew this.
And the only
Every
reason
fan
why
knew this.
the only reason why Daniel Jones played that well was because of Saquon Barkley. Was one of his better years. And Saquon Barkley is, guess what? Having his best year so far to date on the motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles.
I know this. I'm a Barkley fan.
Yeah, we know.
Always have been a Barkley fan. Why? Because I'm a Penn State fan.
Better become a Philadelphia Eagle
Never.
fan. Oh.
Die, birds, die.
But with that being said, I do want to move on from football for a minute. I want to bring a quick topic we can move on from.
Fuck Superman.
Now that's next. Stop. Shut up. WWE goes to Netflix live January 6th. I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'm actually excited because the main event is something I've been wanting to see for a while. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. John Cena is scheduled to appear, so is The Rock. It's just big because it's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be a little different, might be a little edgier. I think we might see a little bit of the Attitude Era ways coming back because of Netflix. And eventually, all 3 shows will be on Netflix, meaning SmackDown and NXT. Pay-per-views will be on Netflix. The Vault, if you know what the Vault is, the history, all the shows, all the matches should be coming to Netflix when the Peacock thing is settled or over. But it's a very exciting time. I'm happy for it. But yeah, we can move on from that. And actually, we could go to motherfucking Superman real quick. I know Joe over here hates Superman. I get it. I fucking get it. But regardless, if you're a comic book fan, you saw the Superman trailer that James Gunn revealed, and the first thing you see is Superman crashing into snow, beat the fuck up, and all in blood. Like, so you're gonna see him get his ass whooped, bro. Like, it's not that there's only one thing that can stop him. In most of these Supermans, you haven't really seen him get his ass whooped. Like, what, you seen him fight Zod and Man of Steel and kind of get beat up? Cool. He still broke Zod's neck. Like, I think this is going to be very light, vibrant. You have a bunch of other characters in it, like a Green Lantern and Guy Gardner, played by Nathan Fallon. Shut up, Joe.
I didn't even say nothing.
Crypto, the dog, is in it, which is dope. You get to see Lex Luthor, played by, what's his name, that played Beast in that newer X-Men movies. It's going to be
the one who played the young Beast, right?
Yeah, he plays Lex Luthor. It looks really good.
It's not. I never got into Superman. I was an X-Man, Batman.
Yeah, I never got into Superman either because
Anybody else.
I didn't like an unstoppable alien coming to Earth and not being able to be killed. Like, it's whatever. But like, I think that if you were a Guardians of the Galaxy fan or you liked the newer Suicide Squad movie or Peacemaker, like,
no, I get it because of the director, but I don't like.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna give it a different tone where it's more about the humanity.
What kind of tone you give it? I don't
gotta
give a
give
fuck
shit a
about that
chance.
superhero.
You gotta give shit. Well, it's gonna be good. They also did confirm a Clayface movie, which should be good for the Batman universe.
I'd rather bring Deadpool back. Not Deadpool. I mean,
Deathstroke.
No, not Deathstroke. Fuck, Punisher.
Oh, he's coming back. And
let's bring those movies. Let's bring those series.
He's coming. Well, so actually, he's confirmed supposedly to be in Spider-Man 4.
And who's the actor who played him?
John Berthenol.
Yes,
He's
the guy from Walking Dead, right? Shane?
Yes, Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah,
but he's also in the Daredevil show that's going to be on. That's coming back out in May, I think.
I'm just saying, like, those kind of shows were fucking badass. I like those.
And that Daredevil show that's going to be on Disney is supposed to be 10 times more violent and darker than the one that was on Netflix.
Fuck Disney.
Well, if you're going to watch it, you got to watch it on Disney.
Yeah, I won't pay for it. I'll just use your account.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But I think 2025 is going to be a good year for movies, a good year for shows. Again, less superhero shit, but better superhero shit, in my opinion. Marvel's trying to fast track through this phase to get to the next one to restart everything. They're bringing back Chris Evans for Secret Wars and Doomsday. It's wild. I'm over Marvel shit. it's getting corny. Let's see what DC has to bring with James Gunn.
I want to see a bunch of DC. I want to see something about villains, yo. Like,
Well, that's why I told you to watch Creature Commandos, bro. I know it's a cartoon, but the way this is linked together is James Gunn has said that anything released in his DCU, whether it's animated or live, is all connected. Like it all connects, and the people who voice the people in the animated
They're
shows,
gonna be the live.
they're going to be the live action. So like you got David Harbour, the guy from Stranger Things or played Hellboy.
Yeah.
He voices Frankenstein, and he's going to play Frankenstein. You have what's that dude from
Oh shit. I'm tired.
oh my god, he's in a lot of like action flicks. He's in The Purge 2 and 3. He's Rick Flag Sr. voices him. He'll play him in real life. Like, I like that continuity by James Gunn. So everything links up together, whether it's animated or live. So, like, his new DCU started with Creature Commandos. Then it goes to Superman. And then, I forget what's after that.
I get it.
But I think his shit's going to be good. Like, real good. And the Batman 2 with fucking, what's his face? Robert Pattinson. That starts filming in like May.
I don't think I've seen the first one with him in it yet.
I fucking thought it was phenomenal. He did a great job. And also remember, I doubted Heath Ledger as a Joker, loved it. Doubted Rob Pattinson as Batman, loved it. Because the movie had nothing to do with Bruce Wayne. He barely played Bruce Wayne. He played Batman the whole movie. So the next one is he realizes like the city also needs Bruce Wayne. So now I gotta be
Bruce Wayne.
Which is, what did we never really get in Batman movies? Bruce Wayne.
Unless it was George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney did it a couple times. So did Val Kilmer. Even fucking, what's his name? The guy I don't like. Bale. Bale had a couple of stints as Bruce Wayne, but you never got actual things with like detective scenes, or he has to be, like, example. When Ben Affleck did that scene of Batman vs. Superman, he had to go down, when he was at the Lex Luthor party, he had to go downstairs and insert a chip. You never got anything like that, where he couldn't be Batman at the moment, or dress as Batman,
but had to do
Batman shit. Like, that's the stuff we miss. And, like, you need the Playboy billionaire type of shit, too.
Agreed.
Like, you don't get that. Like, you got the women and all that. Me personally,
I think all Batman movies should be about 4 hours long.
Jesus, Joe, I barely made it through the Rob Pattinson.
And the only reason why I say that is because I'm a firm believer you need half the movie to be Batman shit and half the movie to be Bruce Wayne shit.
But that's why I like the way that.
So even if you do if you do a 2-hour movie.
But he did. So Rob Pattinson did a 3-hour movie, and there was almost no, like, you had a couple scenes of him as Bruce Wayne, but it wasn't like divulging in the Bruce Wayne, because this movie was all about him. Like, oh, fuck Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Like, that's what this whole movie was about.
No, I get it.
And then at the end, he realizes, fuck, the city needs more than just Batman now because it's destroyed. I need to be Bruce Wayne. So, in reality, it would be a good flip to give you 75% Bruce Wayne for the next movie and 25% Batman. What?
Gotham.
Like what do you mean?
That's what I want. I want a Gotham movie.
What is that?
Meaning, like, all right. So think about it.
You could say Gotham movie, but who's the main character?
All of them.
It don't work like that.
Everybody that's in it.
Yeah, it don't. But that's like just give you a Batman movie and explore Gotham, because that's basically what you're doing. Like, that's why you need to watch the Rob Pattinson movie and then go watch the Penguin TV show.
No, but what I'm saying is,
that Penguin TV show, hold on, is ground level shit.
Gotham is New York, right?
Yeah, but in the Penguin TV show is ground level shit. You get to explore Gotham. You get to see what Gotham is like from the highest level of rich and fame to the lowest level of poor. If you want a Gotham show, that would be something to watch.
I'm talking about, like, I want to see where Batman interacts with Daredevil and Punisher, and
that's definitely Marvel and DC. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I went off the walls there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, all the people that are part of Gotham, part of that little area community.
But that's what you're gonna get with the DCU Batman, not the Rob Pattinson Batman. You're gonna get that with the DCU Batman, where he has a son, He has the Bat family already. He gets to interact with the other heroes in Gotham is what you're getting at.
Yes.
Like, you'll get that from James Gunn. Because James Gunn isn't starting from the beginning with the tragic backstory and blah, blah, blah. He's not going to do that. We know that shit. He's not doing with Superman where he starts from the beginning. Oh, crash to Earth, Krypton, boom. No, he's already here. We know who he is. There's a bunch of other superheroes around. He's going to do the same thing with Batman. And you'll like it. You just got to give it a chance. And plus, that Batman movie, you should have Deathstroke in it. Like, that guy should be, like, the main villain. Because if it's titled The Brave and the Bold, Damian Wayne is his son. And if the backstory stands, Talia al Ghul is the mother. Deathstroke attacks the fucking place where she lives and all that, trains her fucking League of Shadows people.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Green Arrow should be part of it.
They're casting all those people.
Like,
he's making it. He literally said it's not. These movies aren't necessarily all about the story of one person. It's about the worlds.
That's
like
what I'm
everybody
trying to-
that's in it. It's about everybody that's in it. I'm not focusing on like one thing. I'm focusing on bringing as many characters into this world as uniquely and accurate as possible without fucking cluttering shit.
So you know how Green Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and DC Legends of Tomorrow all interacted with each other. They all had cross episodes and where you had to watch DC Legends to understand what was going on. And
yeah, but see, I get what you're saying. You want all of that. And that's what James Gunn is going to bring to
put
this
into
universe.
like a 2, 3, 4 part movie.
But he's also doing it to the point where, like, you don't have to watch Creatures Commandos to understand what's going on in Superman. You can watch just Superman and don't have to watch Creature Commandos, even though Creature Commandos started the DCU. Like, it's the first thing in. Like, all the characters you see are going to be all in the same universe, but not every movie is going to connect. So you don't have to, like Marvel, you got to watch almost every single fucking movie to understand how Infinity War and Endgame fucking plays out. I don't want to do that no more. That's what James Gunn is saying, like, you can skip all these movies and just watch one movie, and you don't have to watch these movies. But you're also going to get these movies are going to have other characters from other movies in it. Like the Superman movie, bro. That shit has Superman, Krypto, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Lex Luthor. There's the other lady there, I forget her name. The engineer. They got mad people in it, and just because they're in this movie doesn't mean they're not going to be in anything else. Like Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Nathan Fallon's Green. He's going to be in the DC show Lantern Corps with other 2 Green Lanterns, a bunch of Green Lanterns. But just because he's in that doesn't mean you have to go watch Superman. You can just go watch that shit.
I get it.
That's what makes it good, is that you're going to get a bunch of fucking characters that connect no matter what, but you don't have to watch every single fucking movie or show.
Like, I don't know, like, all right, for instance, like The Walking Dead. You got a bunch of shit ton main characters in there, but throughout the show, you're always going to different characters. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see 2 or 3 movies where, in a row, where, like, movie A focuses on character A, B, and C. And then movie 2, the main characters are characters D, E, and F. But you still see A, B, and C in there. You know what I'm saying there?
So you'll get movies like that when it comes to, like...
Good job.
When it comes to, like... Tell me how to do this. When it comes to, like, when they put the Justice League together. Like, how the Justice League is the Avengers.
Yeah.
When they do the Justice League, they'll do, like, a 3-movie part where one movie is going to focus on this set of good guys. The next will be this set of good guys, but you still see them both. And then the third will be everybody fucking comes together and battles a fucking villain. But, like, that will happen. You're going to get a bunch of crossovers, but it doesn't mean you have... all I'm saying is you don't have to watch everything to understand everything. You can selectively watch whatever the fuck you want and get it. but you'll still get 1 million characters in this universe. You're gonna get so many,
Oh, no.
only because you have animated connecting to live action. It's all continuity, so
No, I
you
get it.
definitely get so many characters. But I think that's gonna be we're gonna get what we want. And I think DCU is gonna fuck Marvel up over the next couple of years because of James Gunn, and Marvel's pulling some like desperate moves, bringing back like the Russos to direct the movies, and then bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, and they're like those are desperate moves, bro.
No, of
Real
course they are,
desperate moves. And I get Robert Downey Jr. and I get the angle they're playing with his Doctor Doom, but I still would have loved the dude from Peaky Blinders to play Doctor Doom, the main character.
Oh, okay.
Like, if he played Doctor Doom, I'd be fine with it. Like, I don't need this whole twisted, multi-universal thing. Just give me Doctor Doom, bro. Just give me Doom. But no, I got to see Robert Downey Jr. again. I'm not mad at it, but you could have did better. I'm just over Marvel at this point. I want something new. Movies have sucked.
Oh, no. The only thing I want
years,
from
bro.
Marvel that I feel like I never got was a Gambit movie.
I don't think you're going to get a Gambit movie now. I think that the traction that Channing Tatum did have in Deadpool and Wolverine, he's not going to get his own movie, but he's going to already supposedly going to be in other movies. Just like now, Wesley Snipes is going to play Blade in a few other movies, even though they're still fucking hassling around with Mahershala Ali's Blade movie. Like, you'll see Channing Tatum again, but I don't think you're going to get a Channing Tatum solo Gambit movie. I don't
give a fuck who plays it. I just want a Gambit movie, bro. I've wanted one since I was a kid.
Well, they confirmed him, and I think it was Rogue, or no, my bad. Rogue and the chick who phases through walls, I forget her name, they confirmed that supposedly they're gonna be the main characters in the X-Men movie. So that's giving you 75% of kind of what you want. Because if they're going to be a main character, you'll get flashbacks of a backstory or something like that. It will be good. I think that will be good.
And the fact that they chose Channing Tatum
Well, they fucked him down for so long because the dude originally was supposed to play Gambit in a solo movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then they lost a director. He said, I'll direct it. And then it just went down the drain.
I just feel like it can
chance.
easily... Channing Tatum is a big enough star where his name alone can sell a Gambit movie.
He can do it, but it's just not in the cards because it just wouldn't make sense to give him a solo movie because technically, like, his Gambit came out of nowhere. That motherfucker could have been birthed in the void, to be honest with you, and you would never know. Like, with something like that, such a big star. I mean, not star, such a big character that everybody loves. He's like the iconic cultural icon now. He's like a Wolverine or a Deadpool almost because of Channing Tatum.
But that's what I'm saying. Channing Tatum can bring this character to life in a solo backstory movie.
If they're not gonna.
You're telling me you wouldn't want a backstory Gambit movie?
I would, yes, but they're not going to give Channing Tatum that movie.
Okay, so who do you think would get it?
With them confirming that it's going to be him playing the main character in the X-Men movies, they're not going to give him a solo movie is what I'm saying. But Channing Tatum's also not going to be that Gambit in the X-Men movies either. It's going to be somebody else. And unfortunately, I don't see anybody else playing a Gambit because he was perfect. Who?
Hardy.
Tom Hardy? No. I'm telling you right now. There's only 2 roles he can play.
Or Keanu Reeves.
Maybe Keanu, but they just confirmed they're about to start filming Constantine 2.
About time that got a second movie.
Yeah. I think that's a DC Elseworlds movie, though. I don't think it would be James Gunn. The Gambit thing is touchy. But
ooh, you know who could play a really good Gambit?
See anybody else playing Gambit.
You know who could?
Who?
Boondock Saints. He also played Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead.
Norman Reedus?
Yeah.
All right, put him back on the motorcycle and tell me he wouldn't be Ghost Rider.
I'd rather see him as Gambit.
I'd rather see him as Ghost Rider. Him, as Ghost Rider would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you said Tom Hardy. Let's go back to that real quick. So there are
Yeah, but you want Tom Hardy to play Wolverine, which I could see too.
he can play Wolverine because that'd be more comic accurate because of the height. But so there's a movie that is confirmed, and it's a bad guy team up movie in the DCU. Bane and Deathstroke are getting a movie,
He's
a
gonna play
live
Bane.
action movie, and he has voiced that he wanted to play Bane again.
Yeah.
He's done with Venom. Like, he's done with solo Venom movies. Don't get me wrong. You'll see him again as Venom.
Yeah, you'll see him. As,
He's done with the solo Venom movies. He's not going to play that Bane. I don't think he's going to get the Wolverine part. I think they're going to give it to somebody else because he might be too old by the time that comes. But you can throw a mask on the man and let him play a comic book accurate Bane, and it might be fire. And I only say that because Dave Bautista lost like 120 pounds.
Dave Bautista lost a whole shit
Yeah,
ton of
so
weight.
and he also
That boy
expressed
looks
that Bane
sick.
has passed his time and he wants more better acting roles and always conveying into the comic book wrestling type of thing. Which he to each his own, bro.
Batista looks sickly thin, yo.
Nah, he looks healthy, but that's what happens when you get off the GHB, bro. That's what happens. You lose all that shit. He was definitely on the roids, bro. Definitely on the roids. 100%. Him, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, fucking Angle. All these dudes were on roids.
Well, Brock Lesnar, I don't know because he got tested in the UFC.
Roids. 100%. Think about it, though. Think about it back in the 80s, bro. Hulk Hogan said it. They used roids back in the 80s not to get big. They used roids as like
As
rehab
rehab
therapy
medication,
to
yeah.
heal their muscles. Ever since after that, like since the Jose Canseco shit, roids have been kind of looked at. Oh, now they're using them to get big, and look
Dude,
what happens.
hospitals
when you get off.
give you steroids to help you out with sicknesses.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff
not
like
those
that.
kind of steroids.
Steroids.
It's steroids. I get it. I was just on them for my nose because I have a fucked up nose.
Exactly.
But like not,
Should have started lifting
Don't-
weights.
bro. Those won't do anything for you in the gym. What are you talking about? You're an idiot. But yeah, nah. Dave Bautista doesn't look too good to me. Yeah, so Tom Hardy did say he wanted to play Bane since that happened, but they're like, you never know, man. I think that's going to be a good movie. The DC is going to put Marvel to shame because Marvel is just jumbled all over the place.
Dude, I'm a big Marvel fan, but I'm a bigger DC fan.
Oh, me too. Like, I'm a big Marvel fan, but
And
way bigger DC.
The main reason why I'm a DC fan so much is because of the villains. Like
The villains are way better. I get it. Marvel has good villains,
Marvel has the better superheroes.
but Marvel's villains
DC's got the better villains.
before the whole MCU thing, there's only a few villains from Marvel that ever stuck out. And I can give you like the two of them right
Magneto.
now. Magneto and Doctor Doom. But before all of these movies made live action shit, anybody can name you a million DC villains, and they're all going to start off with the same one off the top.
Joker.
The Joker. Then they're going to go Lex Luthor.
Yep.
Then you can, and most of them, 80% of the ones that are going to name are all from the Batman catalog anyways. Like Joker, Riddler, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, Penguin,
Yep.
fucking Clayface, Bane, Deathstroke, fucking...
Yeah,
I
but
can go
Deathstroke
for
was
it.
in the
Mr.
main villain.
Freeze.
Deathstroke is a villain for multiple. Like he was
Mainly
a
Batman,
villain
though.
for but
Mainly
he's also a
Batman.
villain for Green Arrow.
Yeah, but you got that from the show.
No, I got that from the comics.
Yeah, but they've always been. I'm almost positive he's been mainly a Batman villain. But you are right. He's been villains across all of it. That's the other thing. A lot of these villains have also been across a lot of them.
Yup.
I mean, the Batman villains too. Lex Luthor also beats a fucking torments Batman sometimes. He's a Superman villain. And fuck, even go back to the villains from Superman. You can name a bunch right there.
But that's the
Lex
thing. Marvel
Luthor-
didn't do that. Marvel never did that.
No, Marvel never did that. And that's the problem Marvel always had was they would one off their villains, bro.
Yeah.
They would literally one off of them. Like always kill them. And it's like you got to get away from that. That's why I liked how
The only really big villain that anybody can really think about in Marvel, in my opinion, is Magneto.
Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is
No, but I'm
always a big
saying like
villain.
Magneto is a consistent villain. Where Doctor Doom, you have to follow Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Magneto. Well, yes and no. But I think if you look at the broader spectrum of all of Marvel and you go look at somebody and say, give me some Marvel villains. They're either going to say one of those two, Magneto or Doctor Doom. Where, like I said, you go say, give me some DC villains. And the first 10 of these motherfuckers are going to say all Batman villains. Maybe Lex Luthor in there. Or Bizarro or Darkseid. But I agree with you. The DC always had the better villains, where Marvel always had the better heroes.
They fantasized the hero aspect, where DC, in my opinion, fantasized more about the villain side for their audiences.
Yeah, but flip it too. Marvel had one big problem always. Most of the villains were always mirror image the hero. Like Captain America, okay, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
They both on the same GHB or Super Soldier fucking serum. Red Skull, Super Soldier serum.
Yep.
All of the Hulk's people were fucking some version of the Hulk or a big fucking thing like that. Iron Man, like even in the movies, the fucking first two movies were literally shit made from Iron Man suits.
Yep.
But you go to like DC, Superman, who's an unstoppable fucking alien, his main villain was a human being.
Yep, Lex Luthor.
Batman's main villain was a dude that's a Joker. Yeah, you could say the mirror image, but not really.
No, not really. Because Batman liked organized and all that, where Joker's all about chaos, anarchy, bro.
Yep, and the only time you saw mirror images like that is when they did like the multiversal shit in DC, which was cool. It was. I thought it was a better take than what Marvel was doing, but DC won when they brought on James Gunn. Like they totally.
I don't even give a fuck about that. I'm just talking about like character wise, bro. Characters.
Yeah, they have the better characters, and you're about to.
I rather see DC superheroes because of DC's villains. Like, all right,
go look at what made all people fucking hate me when I say this. I hate Christian Bale as Batman. His movies were only good because of the people who portrayed
his surrounding characters,
the villains.
Mr. Freeze.
Nope, hold on. Nope, Christopher. No, the Christian Bale movies.
Oh, okay. So that was
the first movie. Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul.
Yep.
The second movie, Heath
Ledger was Joker.
As the Joker. In the third movie, you had what's her name as Catwoman, Anne Hathaway, and you had Tom Hardy as Bane.
As Bane, yep.
And then in all three of the movies, you had Scarecrow played by Homeboy from Peaky Blinders.
Yep.
So like all those were the reason why those movies shined so well.
See, me personally, I think only reason why 90% of Batman movies shine is because of the villains.
Because they don't portray
because
after a while the movie is not about Batman anymore. The movie becomes about the villain. Always about the villain. Where the fucking new Batman movie with Sparkle Vampire Kid,
Patterson
was about Batman, bro. It was about Batman. Yes, you had the villainish, the Riddler in it. You got to pop up from the Joker, and the Penguin was in it. You had three major villains, but the movie was about Batman. Literally about Batman. No Batman movie before that has done that.
No, they all a lot of concentrated on. But I think that's the whole thing with DC is, like I said, I think DC did the complete 180 of what Marvel did.
Which is good.
You know what I mean? Marvel was all about their superheroes, where DC, like, their heroes are very generic. Minus Superman.
Because most of them are fucking human, bro.
You know what I mean? Minus Superman, almost all of DC's superheroes are generic. Batman, a rich billionaire who just had a tragic in his life.
And trained all of his people.
You know what I'm saying?
Green Arrow. That shit too.
Dramatic experience in his life.
But hold on, if you're going to say that, like, yeah, I agree with you. A lot of them are generic, but it's also like the villains
anybody
are the same
could
way.
be these superheroes.
Yeah.
Anybody could become a Batman. Anybody could become a Green Arrow. Yeah. What's the odds of you getting stranded on an island and getting trained by all these motherfuckers?
Very slim.
But, you know what I'm saying?
Trillion. Oh, I agree with you. I just like DC better, and I think we're about to get a whole lot better shit from DC.
Where DC kind of touched upon real life. The hero doesn't always win.
Nope. You're not supposed to have it always like that. But.
And people are able to relate to that shit Especially like, all right, I get it. Marvel, this is the easiest way for me to look at it, for people to explain it. I tell them no. Marvel is for preteens and younger.
And
DC's
when you
for
realize
teenagers
life
and young
hurts.
adults. Because the
nah,
teenagers and young adults can actually relate to those bad guys and that stupid, not stupid shit, but that kind of shit, because it's more what's going on in the real world. Where Marvel fantasizes, the good guy always wins. The good guy, guess what? The good guy sometimes gets knocked on his fucking ass and doesn't get back up.
No, I fully agree.
Sometimes the good guy gets shot and doesn't ever live again.
I fully agree with you. But yeah, I think we'll be good with the superhero movies.
I mean, look at Punisher, bro.
Yeah, that dude though, that's different. That motherfucker lost his whole family.
But that could be anybody.
I don't know about that one. That motherfucker's psycho.
Dude,
No, I
you
know
join
what
the
you're
police
saying.
service, blah, 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 this, then the third, you get to the position he was at.
I can't wait to see him again in the Daredevil show, bro. Oh, I'm so excited. Hurry the fuck up.
Now, not anybody could be Daredevil, because not everybody's blind, but hey, any blind person could become Daredevil.
I'm gonna need you to stop talking now.
I'm just saying.
I know.
With the exception of like Iron Fist or
Yeah.
Jessica Jones or Luke Cage, those are not everyday people. That's shit happens. Spider-Man, that's a Marvel, but Spider-Man, that's not an everyday thing. Come on now. You happen to get bit by a radioactive fucking spider that's not properly secured. I'm telling you right now, real life, as soon as that spider got out of its cage or something, that cage broke, got lifted, anything, alarms are going off.
Oh, 100%.
Places getting shut the fuck down.
I agree. That's funny. Oh, shit. But yeah, I'm good. I think we can move past the superhero shit. We're going on an hour.
Not bad, not bad.
No, not at all. Is there anything else you would like to talk about? Because I touched on everything I touched on.
Trying to think of any conspiracy theories that I haven't touched on recently.
While Joe tries to think, I do want to say that I do have shows coming up January 4th in Fairhaven, Massachusetts for New England Ring Gladiators.
We'll say conspiracies for another
And
day.
then, like I said earlier, January 5th, I'll be in the Rumble to determine the winner getting a shot at the K1 Championship at Training Day 53.
Oh, coming to you soon, merchandise.
Oh, yes. Very soon, we'll give you an exact time on it. I'm still waiting for my machine to come in to print T-shirts, hoodies. We could do cups, mugs. I'll give you a full list of shit coming up. It would just be our regular logo for now.
Also, if you follow our wrestling channel,
Yeah,
our wrestling
we're gonna
stuff,
try to get
if
some
you
of that,
want
maybe.
some of that stuff, let us know.
We'll figure it all out. But, yeah, merchandise is coming up soon. You'll see it on our pages. Also, too, before we cut out, we did reboot our Madden League. We have about, I want to say, 14 spots open because we're trying to just stick with people who want to run about 5 seasons. Now,
It
we're
is not a
rebooting-
money league.
It's not
It
a
is
money
not a
league
money
because that
league.
brings cheese.
It is a fun league, but we do have rules.
Yeah, just hit me or Joe up on our private social medias or hit this social media up. One of us will
see
answer,
it.
and we'll send you the list. You can hop in the league. Week 1 starts at 9 o'clock tonight, Saturday, if you're on a different time zone, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, always Eastern.
Yes.
Sorry.
Games are 48 hours. I usually give the first week 72. We'll see how the games go because right now we have a little over half of a league. That's because people don't know how to take L's, bro. Or they don't know how to maintain their fucking team and resign people through the year. Then they hit me up saying, yo, can you sign Pacheco again and I'll stay another year? I added a year to his contract just to keep a player, and he still lost Pacheco. So if you know how to play Madden, I don't want to hear shit. Resign your players through the year.
Not only
It's a fun
that,
league.
listen.
Just have fun. That's
When
all
you
we
relocate, your cap penalties, even after we clear the cap penalties, your cap shit is fucking hit for the next year or two.
Yep.
So that's why I tell you guys, be smart about relocating. It's not always the smartest thing to do.
But yes,
we
please.
got spots open. Hit us up. I know we didn't do our game of the weeks and put that shit on our podcast this year.
It's been a little rough tracking. We're trying to mend everything together.
It's been a rough year for us. 2024 hit us kind of hard, especially me.
We had a bunch of things going on. We're ironing out details as we speak. But 2025, we promise more consistency on our shows, merchandise. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to bring different things to the table. But with that being said, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. With that being said, it's your boy Joe.
It's your boy PD Rock. If you haven't already, please give us a like, share, follow, watch, subscribe, all social medias.
Hit that little icon bell at the bottom of your screen right there to get
all
live
social
notifications.
medias, whether it's X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where we go, it is at the Vibe Room 420. And if you are a diehard wrestling fan and support independent wrestling, follow my other wrestling page at PG the Chef. With that being said, once again, I'm your boy PD Rock.
It's your boy Joe. Stay high,
Until the
stay
next
safe.
time, we will see you soon.
Peace.